is a technology-based form of the jigsaw. Each student pair will create an audio podcast based on the language review. And at the end of this lesson, all of the audio podcasts that the pairs have made will be consolidated into one.
And this podcast is on verb forms.
Regular forms form the past form and past participle by adding ed or d to the
For the base form, the past form, for the laughed, for the past part.
Remember the subjects that are always singular.
One, nothing, one, somebody, someone, something.
This week's topic is noun forms.
This is also a variation of the turn and tell. This is not the immediate turn and tell right after something has been said, but they definitely turn and repeat what has been taught in the whole group as they use their flashcards. Concentric circles is very effective in my class. The students really enjoy doing it, whether we're learning vocabulary or trying to recall language objectives. Once the inside circle has they have the answers and the questions, and the outside circle answers. And then I, from time to time, will ring my bell, and I'll let these circles switch places. You'll be surprised how much they retain doing these iPods. My EL students do not simply are not only Spanish-speaking students. One of the students you see here is from Kenya. He's also a second language learner. So I definitely focus on him when I'm trying to apply my SIOP strategies. This is just a picture example of how I try to be cognizant of writing my content objectives. The next video part of the video will show a GIST graphic organizer. So they are supposed to read the chunk of text that they have been assigned, and they have to identify and write GIST statements that will summarize the 4 key events in that chunk of reading. After they do this, they will get in their groups and they will create one-pagers. Some of their one-pagers will be on paper, and some of them will be on the dry erase board. And they will also create non-linguistic representations in their 4 square one-pagers to show how they have derived their GIST statements to bring out the key details from their reading. Someone give me mile marker number 2. I really enjoyed this, doing this with them also, and they seem to really get a lot out of it. And mile marker number 3, the medical examiner will testify to the cause of death. The medical examiner will testify to the cause of death. That's mile marker. So what they have to do is they have to, I give them 4 mile markers as they get in the tango fashion with their partner, and they're reading one paragraph. They alternate paragraph at a time, or switch up, take turns reading. But as they read and listen to each other, when they get to the mile markers that I've given them, they stop. Think about what they just read, and they write that, and then they make a prediction about what will happen next.
I think he will. He want to keep himself out of trouble. I think he'd take the trial pretty serious if he want to stay out of trouble.
This particular iPod is called Parallel Lines. The high school students like doing this, and with this activity, they're practicing subject-verb agreement. The student with the flashcards the students are reading sentences, and the students in front of them must tell them if the sentence is correctly formed with the subject. Does the subject agree with the verb? And if the subject does not agree with the the person in front of them must correct the sentence. If they do this correctly, they may move on to the next person. If they get it wrong, they must switch places with the person who is quizzing them.